Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Miss English podcast. I am your host, Sochieta, and I am just so thrilled that you chose to spend your time with us today.
And I am Mr. Saroon. It is a pleasure to be back in the studio with you, Sochieta. The energy in here today is just fantastic.
It really is. And today we are diving into a topic that I know makes many of our listeners' hearts beat a little faster, and not necessarily in a good way. We are talking about how to talk about yourself in English.
Ah, yes. The famous tell me about yourself question. It sounds so simple, yet it can be one of the most intimidating things to face, whether you are in a job interview or just meeting a new friend at a coffee shop.
Exactly. I remember when I first started learning, someone would ask me, "So, Sochieta, what do you do?" And my mind would just go completely blank. I felt like I had forgotten my own name, let alone my career history.
That is a very common feeling. It's called the language freeze. But today, we want to give our listeners a roadmap to navigate that conversation with confidence and, most importantly, with feeling.
Eagerly. I love that. A roadmap. So where do we start, Mr. Saroon? How do we stop the freeze?
The secret is the present, past, future formula. It is a simple structure that keeps you organized so you don't ramble. Encouragingly, let's start with the present. Who are you right now?
Okay, so for the present, I would say something like, currently I'm a podcast host and an English enthusiast, right?
Exactly. It's your current title and a little bit of your current flavor. But don't just state a fact. Put some life into it. Passionately. Say it like you mean it. I am currently working as a graphic designer, and I absolutely love creating visual stories.
Oh, I see. It's not just the job, it's the passion behind it. Practicing. I am a teacher, and seeing my students succeed is what gets me out of bed in the morning.
Beautiful. That is the feeling we want. Now let's move to the past. This isn't your whole life story, just a highlight.
So maybe something like, before this, I spent 5 years in marketing, where I learned the importance of communication.
Precisely. You are connecting your past experience to who you are today. It builds a bridge of credibility. It shows that you have a journey, a history.
Nodding along. And then the future. This is the part that always scares me a bit. How do I talk about the future without sounding arrogant?
Gently. Great question. You don't have to predict the next 20 years. Just talk about your aspirations or what you are excited about next. Warmly. In the future, I hope to use my English skills to connect with people globally.
Dreamily. I hope to use my voice to inspire others. Excitedly. That feels so much better than just reciting a resume.
Earnestly, because it is real. People connect with people, not with lists of facts. When you talk about yourself, you are inviting someone into your world.
Reflectively. But what about the cultural side? I know many of our listeners come from cultures where talking about yourself feels like bragging. Worriedly, how do we overcome that feeling of being too much?
Understandingly, that is a very deep and valid concern. In many cultures, humility is the highest virtue, but in English-speaking contexts, especially professional ones, sharing your achievements is seen as being helpful and clear.
Curiously, how so?
Wisely, if I don't know what you are good at, I don't know how I can work with you or support you. Kindly, think of it as sharing your tools so others know how to build something with you.
Oh, wow. That changes everything. It's not bragging, it's being transparent about how you can contribute.
Smiling, exactly. Now, Sochieta, let's try a little role play. Imagine we are at a networking event, formal yet friendly. So, Sochieta, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Takes a deep breath, confidently. Well, Mr. Saroon, I'm currently the host of the Miss English podcast, where I get to help thousands of learners find their voice. Before this, I was a student struggling with my own confidence, which is why I'm so passionate about this work. Looking ahead, I'm really excited to expand our community and perhaps even write a book about the emotional journey of learning English.
Wow. I want to hire you, and I already work with you. Did you feel the difference?
Beaming. I did. I felt grounded because I knew where I was going with my words. I didn't feel like I was searching for the next sentence in a dark room.
Nodding. That dark room feeling is just a lack of structure. Once you have the present, past, future frame, you just fill it with your own heart.
Playfully. Okay, listeners, it's your turn. I want you to pause this or wait until the end and try to say your present, past, future out loud. Softly, even if it's just to your mirror.
encouragingly, and don't worry about the grammar being perfect, firmly. Perfection is the enemy of connection. If you use the wrong tense but your eyes are shining with passion, people will listen.
Warmly. That is such an important reminder. We focus so much on the what and forget the how. The emotion, the eye contact, the smile, those are all parts of your English too.
Thoughtfully, let's talk about some power words for a moment. Words that add a bit of feeling to your self-introduction. Instead of I work, try I specialize in. Instead of I like, try I am passionate about.
Intrigued. Ooh, those are strong. I specialize in. It sounds so professional. What about I'm responsible for?
That's good, but even better is I take pride in managing. See the difference? One is a duty, the other is a feeling.
Excitedly. I love that. I take pride in. It shows that you care about your work. It makes the listener trust you more.
Because trust is built on emotion. If you sound like a robot, people will treat you like a machine. If you sound like a person, they will treat you like a partner.
Thoughtful pause. You know, Mr. Saroon, I think a lot of people are also afraid of their accent when they talk about themselves. They feel like their accent makes them sound less expert.
This breaks my heart. Your accent is a testament to the fact that you speak more than one language. It is a sign of intelligence, not a lack of it.
Softly. Thank you for saying that. I think we all needed to hear that today.
Warmly, when you talk about yourself, embrace your accent. It is part of your past. It tells the story of where you came from. Proudly, own it.
Smiling. So we have the structure, present, past, future. We have the feeling, passion, pride, and authenticity. And we have the power words.
Nodding. And one last tip, the hook. Ending your about me with a question to the other person. It shows you are not just talking about yourself, but you are interested in them too.
Oh, like that's a bit about me. What about your journey?
Brightly. Exactly. I'd love to hear what brought you here today.
Warmly. This has been such an enlightening conversation. Mr. Saroon, thank you for sharing your wisdom with us. I feel more confident already.
Smiling. It was my pleasure, Xochieta. Remember, everyone, your story is worth telling.
To the listeners, thank you all for tuning in to the Miss English podcast. Go out there, talk about yourself with pride, and let your light shine. Cheerfully. See you in the next episode.
Waving voice. Goodbye for now.